What's up, guys? Bedroom blogger.
Oh, you got a text.
Just a little background on this story. Cosmo was looking for a new bedroom blogger, and Julai had submitted this, but it's as if she was a 12-year-old girl. Okay. It's more fun, right? Okay. I leaned back in Braden's bed, pulling the sheet up over my big boobs. It was so cool being here. And I couldn't believe how late at night it was. His eyes were brooding off into the distance as I asked him if he had enjoyed all the sex we had just done together. What, babe? He said. I didn't hear you. I was smoking this cigarette. I repeated myself while idly toying with his ash blonde locks. Oh yeah, babe, he said, handing me a wine glass he had ready there. You know I'm hard about you all day. I pursed my wet-looking, hot pink lips and moved the little umbrella aside to take a sip. Kahlua and Sprite. Diet. I sighed in satisfaction. I loved it when a man knew how to make a good cocktail. I couldn't believe I was 22 years old and already had a career, and a guy like this, the owner of a successful brunch company, with such a big one that he knew how to do everything with. I mean, everything. I was staring into his eyes that were like tiny blue public pools. He was staring hungrily at my eyes like he wanted to eat them. When, just then, damn him, he had to go and break the spell. So what are we going to do about your other boyfriend? I had forgotten all about Caden. I stood up from the bed and put on my pleather mini dress that I'd worn to the office that day. I had gotten it on a recent shopping spree where I'd spent over $100 in one afternoon. I knew I was going to be in big trouble at the bank, but damn, I needed a professional wardrobe, didn't I? How was I ever going to become a successful horse veterinarian if I didn't look the part? The hem of the dress cupped my butt and squeezed it in, making it look like a big piece of sexy fruit. I quickly laid back down on the bed and took another deep drink to calm my nerves. I didn't want to think about Caden. About the 7 years we'd been together since we met at horse school. Or how his arms felt like big, soft trees wrapped around me. And especially not about how he owned the horse hospital where I worked as a horse pediatrician for baby horses. Braden blew lazy smoke rings out of his cigarette and ran his hand up and down his six-pack really fast. Damn, babe, he said. "You were looking so good lying there. But you know you can't go out with two people at once. That's not how it works." I stood up from the bed, watching the sexy way his sweat dripped down his ab and how his curly, hot brown hair looked like a new bathroom rug. He smelled like juicy fruit gum that's been in your pocket all afternoon, but without the pocket fuzz. I laid down on the bed again next to him. I'd have to think about Caden and the baby horses later. Braden suddenly grabbed his crotch and suddenly moaned really loudly. I stared down into his deep brown eyes that were the same color as a venti frappuccino. Just when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, we started making out like crazy. Our tongues were touching each other again and again, going on top of and then underneath, then around and around each other. Dizzy from the sex and also the making out. I took one more deep breath and stood up from the bed. I had to be back at the horse hospital in 15 minutes to deliver twins. What was I going to do? I was trapped in between Caden and Braden like a baby horse between two lovers. Except, unlike a baby horse, I could walk away. "I'll text you later," I mumbled, as I headed for the elevator inside his apartment. I could still hear him moaning my name, which is Cassandra, all the way down.